Hi everyone, I'm Emme, and today I came to talk to you about what this is to me. This is a name badge or a label, and throughout my education I often gave myself them, but in 7th grade I first got this label, not a good test taker, and that branded me throughout my rest of my education. I would have to introduce myself as, hi, I'm not a good test taker. I can't succeed because I'm not a good test taker. So then later on, I gave myself not smart and, let me get it, not good enough. And this is how I perceived myself in my education. This is what I felt like I was wearing every day when I walked into my classroom. Every time my teacher assigned a test, I looked back at this because that is what I was told. And that makes me so sad to look back that I didn't think I could be here in this classroom one day because I wasn't these things. I didn't think I could get into Anderson University because my ACT score. I'm not a good test taker. I'm not smart. I'm not good enough. So when I walk in my classroom, I don't want my students to wear this, any of these. I want them to think that they're creative and they can do it because they all have different ways of learning. So yes, they might not be able to take a test as well as some other students, but they're creative and they can learn in different ways. And I want them most of all to think they're intelligent, because that's something I always felt that I lacked. Because the girl next to me was getting A's and I was getting a C, but that was good for me. The test that I scored a C on was something I felt proud about. And I want my students to feel that way. I want them to know that they're creative and they're intelligent because the way they're learning is good enough for them. And I want them to feel interesting. Because I feel a lot in today's society that we compare each other. And that makes me really sad because someone here can do something as well as someone here. And while you might not be doing the same things as well as them, you're still creative and you're still learning and you're still making a difference. Everyone in here can make a difference. While you might not get an A on a test in psychology that you really wanted to get an A on, you're still making a difference and you will go into a classroom and you will impact students. And that's what I want to do. With my major, I'm adding on learning disabilities. And I'm doing this just because of all the labels I gave myself. Students in my classroom might not learn to the ways other students can, especially because they might have a learning disability. And I don't want them sitting in my classroom feeling like they are not smart or good enough because they're not grasping like the student next to them. So I want to know the best of my ability to teach them the best as I can. So that's kind of how I want my classroom to go.